In World War II, the U.S. and the Soviet Union were allies. Today, the U.S. and Russia are strategic rivals. So, how did it all fall apart? The United States and the Soviet Union joined forces in World War II to defeat Nazi Germany. But the alliance was never built on trust, just a common enemy. As World War II ended, the U.S. and the Soviet Union emerged as global superpowers, but with opposite visions for the world. The U.S. promoted democracy and free markets. The USSR pushed communism and centralized power. What followed was the Cold War, a global power struggle that lasted more than 40 years. Instead of fighting each other directly, the two sides clashed through proxy wars in places like Korea, Vietnam, and Afghanistan. Both countries built up massive nuclear arsenals, creating the constant threat of total destruction. Their intelligence agencies, the CIA and KGB, were locked in a secret war of spying, sabotage, and political coups across the globe. The US and USSR never fought head-on, but for decades, the entire world lived under the shadow of their rivalry. In 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed, and many hoped Russia would become a Western-style democracy. For a while, relations improved. Russia received Western aid, and even joined international forums like the G8. But frustration soon followed. As Russia's economy struggled, NATO expanded eastward, adding former Soviet allies like Poland and the Baltic states. To many Russians, this felt like a broken promise, that NATO wouldn't move 1 inch east after the Cold War. When Vladimir Putin came to power in 2000, he aimed to restore Russia's global influence. Russia invaded Georgia in 2008, annexed Crimea in 2014, and launched a full-scale war in Ukraine in 2022. The U.S. responded with sanctions, military aid to Ukraine, and increasing efforts to isolate Russia on the world stage. So, how did Russia go from ally to rival? It began with a fragile World War II alliance, spiraled into a Cold War standoff, and hardened during the post-Soviet era, fueled by mistrust, expansion, and competing visions of global power.